you want to start by talking about what Memory-Friendly Neighbourhoods is?
Memory-Friendly Neighbourhoods is a knowledge-sharing programme involving a network of people with different kinds of expertise in dementia. The reason we started out looking at this is because we wanted in particular to critically explore this idea of dementia-friendly communities.
So what has the project involved?
What we wanted to do with it was explore how local communities can support people with dementia to live well in both real and online environments. So the project involved a mix of different activities, including things like group discussion, desk-based activities, online forums, one-to-one meetings. But I think one of the most innovative parts of the knowledge exchange was a participatory mapping activity where we visited a local town that was undergoing regeneration and worked with a local council and local residents.
The activity was led by people living with dementia. We were able to feed our findings back to the local council in a very direct way, including to a local town planner who actually took part in the activity. And it proved a useful way for our participants to see one another's knowledge in action.
Like physical places, online environments can present a challenge to people living with dementia as they've not been specifically designed with them in mind. To get a sense of the issues, you need to engage with people living with dementia and how they use online environments, whether this is for simple day-to-day activities or for more complicated transactions such as using banking. As with the participatory mapping activity, we focused on going to where the people are, environments which they're comfortable with, such as dementia cafes with a focus on technology and shared online spaces. This has required a lot of networking with grassroots organisations, and this is where our project partners have been so helpful and have been so important to us. As well as producing guidelines for web development in the form of positive steps that organisations can take to close the digital exclusion gap, we've come up with 5 recommendations for future activity.
For too many older people, as the study has confirmed again, the issue of digital exclusion is a real problem. So many services are online and yet they don't have access to them. So a study which looks at how more online services can be made more accessible for older people and particularly people with dementia is of great benefit to charity's aims and goals. What I've got out of participating in this project and learning about its findings is just learning more about the great potential there is for people with dementia to be helped and supported in self-management and sustaining their independence and community connection. And also, I think it's been good to hear about the work that the project will now take forward in developing information resources and design framework resources too for people who are engaged in web design, so you can learn more about how to ensure that when they're designing web services in the future, they are dementia friendly and more accessible to people with dementia and older people more widely.
It's been really exciting to be involved in the Memory-Friendly Neighbourhoods project. I first got involved in 2014 where I was a delegate. I was invited to come along to talk about co-production and the ways in which communities both support and hinder co-production for people with dementia. Again, a great networking opportunity, and what we were then able to do was arrange a visit to Kirkintilloch where I worked at the time for groups of people with dementia that lived all around Scotland, for academics and researchers and people working in dementia that were interested in town planning and what it feels like to walk around an area that you don't know well, and also what it feels like to walk around an area you do know well, but to ask some very specific questions about being memory friendly. A project like Memory-Friendly Neighbourhoods really helps you to see the power of people, discussions, debates, and really networking with like-minded individuals and seeing where silo working can be a real problem. We need to connect in person over Twitter, through other forms of social media, and learn from like-minded individuals. The important thing is that memory-friendly neighbourhoods learn from people with dementia, and that they also empower people with dementia to move about their neighbourhoods freely, to determine how neighbourhoods are planned, and really importantly to think about what it means in digital neighbourhoods. So it's about real world application, it's about digital citizenship.